On Friday 29 March 2019, the YJJ City Parliament held a debate on 5 bills. The 5 bills are the Spawn Point Act, the Amendment of Rule 4 Section B, the National Anthem Bill, the YJJ City Public and Private Lands Bill, and the Rules for YJJ City Law Section C Bill. The first bill, the Spawn Point Act, states that the usage and creation of spawn shall be constructed near the central complex with directed building plots. The appropriate modelling style should be taken into account. Modern, with alterations, make the spawn point building stand out from the rest, thus creating an easy-to-locate structure. Once completed, the building shall be presented at Parliament. If decided to be demolished, a schematic may be saved for reconstruction, otherwise being torn down for overpopulation. Higher ops are the only qualified professionals to set spawn if voted in Parliament. The bill eventually passed, with the decision that a new hub will be made for spawn. The second bill, the Amendment of Rule 4 Section B, states that under the Rules for Section B, or as called the Building Rules, states that build interiors to all buildings. Empty buildings are not realistic and thus will be removed. This amendment is meant to change it so that build interiors to all buildings. Empty buildings are not realistic and thus will be removed except if owner or developers allow it. This should allow it so some buildings could be made in parts, and so if a build is half done and the builder is going to continue on it in the future, all that work won't go to waste. The bill was successful. The third bill, the National Anthem Bill, was unfortunately rejected due to its informality and strange language. The fourth bill was the Public and Private Lands Bill. Starting off, the definition of a plot was one chunk. It requests that, number 1, all builders in this community may claim some land as their own with or without evidence of claiming, up to 100 chunks at once within an 8-chunk distance from any built terrain, or up to 3 region files if not in an 8-chunk distance, in any location in which this land that they claim will be designated as private land, in which the following rules apply. 1.1. Only the claimer may build on the land unless he or she adds members at his or her own discretion. 1.2. The claimer may add any number of members at any time. 1.3. Private land that has been built on will be counted as public land that has been built on, and will not add up to the claimer's quota. 1.4. The claimer may free up some of his or her private land for anyone to build on for a limited period of time. During this time, the land will still be called private land and will still add up to the claimer's quota. 1.5. All private land will be considered protected and any damage done to builds will be considered as griefing. 1.6. The claimer may abort his or her private land to be made public land, in which public land rules apply, and such land will not add up to the claimer's quota. Number 2. All builders in this community may also build in any public land without warning or announcement, with the following rules. 2.1. Public land that has not been built on may be built on by any builder. 2.2. Public land that has been built on will be considered protected, and any damage done to builds will be considered as griefing. 2.3. Any public land that has not been built on may be claimed to become private land, while any public land that has been built on may not be claimed. The bill was passed. The last bill, the Rules for YJJ City Law Section C, states that under the current YJJ City Laws of Section C, it states only the flag and not the rules. Therefore, under current laws, everyone can do whatever they want that isn't building. This is of course a very bad idea. Therefore, there should be laws against stealing, assault, murder, etc., which would make YJJ City much safer to live in and increase population as people won't be scared of said things. The bill was passed. The bills will take effect from 1st April 2019.